Story time. As a freelance designer, I've come across a lot of different companies who I've worked with who have been incorporating AI more and more into their day to day work. And based on my experience, I feel like they're really sort of just driving deep dive into it, but not necessarily from a top down perspective, but from a bottom up perspective. And well, while I'm there, I can see how they've implemented AI, and there are some who have done it quite well. And then there are some which have put the onus on the individual contributor to bring it to life. Now, the thing is, some of them work really great and some of them don't really work too great. But I think the ones that do well in that regard are those who sort of mix both up together. And probably the one I have had really great experience with is where they do get people on an individual basis to help contribute to that or integrate into that, but they also bring in people who have more experience to share, but they also share from within their company and within their ranks. But I feel like that one's a little too slow at the same time. Now I've seen other people go deep dive into it where individuals are expected to, and I've one company I've come across has done it so haphazardly in a way that yes, all these individuals come in, but they're mostly like um, freelancers, and some of them have varying skills in AI, and some of them don't. Now, when the freelancers move on, that skill set disappears completely, and a lot of the people who are using it sort of don't adopt any of those new things or new processes. And while, yeah, those are probably the worst implementation I've seen so far. And I think it could be done better. But I think probably the one that cringe was the most cringiest adaptation of all is when, let's say, middle management is telling all of the individual contributors to go and use AI, and as if that was what you call this, the the best solution to speed things up. And while that is true, it's not necessarily a one-stop shop solution to solve all your problems. It would probably help solve some of the problems in some regards. Like for example, it would help speed up the full execution and compress it down. But like if you have a deadline that has to be delivered next day, it doesn't really speed things up. But the expectation is like the expectation of delivery is much higher than the time permits as well. So like you're expected to deliver three times more work within this short amount of time, whereas AI would have just probably help you speed things up by 50% or even 100%. So three times more expectation, but at half or double the productivity. So I mean that's just my experience in from going from agency to agency and what they expect. But I think there's no 100% like proper solution or best practice to do it. I think it's because no one's actually established it, and everyone's just mandated to start using it in some way. But like it's all very decentralized. So yeah, I mean, could be better, but we'll see.